So in this lesson we expand our knowledge of expanding. Now we look at two brackets multiplied together where both the brackets have two terms in them. For example, a plus 3 brackets multiplied by 2a take 3 in brackets, and so on. Problems like this. So here's the way we go about it. There's a little rule. First of all, we multiply the first term in each bracket together, a by c. So a by c we know we can write as a times c or ac. That's the first terms dealt with. Next, we multiply the outer terms. In this expression, the outer terms are a and d. So we multiply a and d together, and a multiplied by d is ad. Next thing we do is multiply the inner terms. The inner terms in this whole expression are the plus b and the c. So multiplying positive b and c, we get positive b, c. I is dealt with. And lastly, we deal with multiplying the last term in each bracket. So we're multiplying positive b by positive d. b times d is bd. So we write it like so. That sounds complicated, but if you remember this FOIL, the word FOIL, we can remember it. First, outers, inners, last. Why does that work? Well, I'll leave that for your teacher to explain because we only have 5 minutes for this video and I want to explain to you how you do it rather than why it works. So let's look at this one. X plus 3 multiplied by x plus 2. First terms multiplied together. X times x is x squared. Outer terms, x times positive 2, or positive 2 times x is going to be positive. 2 times x is 2x. Outers dealt with. Inners, the inner terms are positive 3 and x. Positive 3 times x is positive 3x, isn't it? So we're adding 3x. And lastly, the last terms in each bracket. Positive 3 times positive 2 is positive 6, so this is like adding 6. Completes the expansion, but then we notice that we've got two like terms here. To add 2x and to add 3x, positive 2 and positive 3 is positive 5, isn't it? So there's no other term in x squared, we write it down. Add 2x and 3x is 5x, and there's no other number, so it's just add the number which is here, 6. Done. Expansion complete. Another example. X take 3 multiplied by x take 5. The complication here is the directed numbers, the subtract 3 and the subtract 5. Firstly, first times first, x times x, same as the last one, is just x squared. Outers, the x multiplied by negative 5. Well, now it's a positive times a negative is going to be negative or subtract. And x times 5 is 5x, so it's subtracting 5x. Next, the inners. Negative 3 times x. Well, negative times a positive is negative. 3 times x is 3x. And we've dealt with the inners. And the last term in each bracket, negative 3 times negative 5. Well, a negative times a negative is a positive. So this is going to be positive. 3 times 5 is 15. So positive 15 or adding 15. Again, the maths there that I've done is a little bit loose. We're really talking about operations, directed numbers there a bit interchangeably, but I'll leave it for your teacher to explain the correct mathematics there. That is the way we generally think. Negative 3 times negative 5 is positive 15, so it's the same as adding 15. Again, though, moving on, we've got two like terms. Now, x squared sits there. This we can think of as being negative 5 add negative 3. Negative 5 add negative 3 is negative 8. So this is like taking or subtracting 8x. And the positive 15, nothing to combine it with, sits on the end and the expansion is complete. Next example, complication here now that the x's have a number in front of them. Not too hard to deal with though. First terms, 2x times 3x, well 2 3s is 6. And x times x is x squared, so it's going to be 6x squared. Outers, 2x times positive 4 is positive 8x. Inners,